Hello and welcome to Shenanigans. Obviously, this week is a little bit different because we don't have a shed anymore. It's all gone. That's where it was, and that's where it is. Obviously, it's all been taken apart. It's all been dismantled. I've taken everything up that was on here. It's an absolute mess. Obviously, the shed was originally here, so you didn't really see this. This was sort of covered. So what I've got to do is I've got to get that all levelled out. I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do. I don't know whether to do to basically level all this off, get a shovel and whatever, and just basically have at it and make it all completely level. Then get some paving slabs, get some more tarpaulin because that one's seen better days. Get some weed control fabric, put the tarpaulin on top, get everything levelled off, get some paving slabs with some sand to get it all level, and then basically build on top of that. Now the other options are to build to basically put some fence posts in there. So I was thinking maybe 3 by 3 and then another 3 and have that in there. It was suggested by a friend, and then basically have a floating base, so that would be alleviated off the ground, and then obviously by doing that I'm going to get rid of any chance of rot on the bottom. Now the concern that I have there is the weight. Basically it's going to be a big heavy unit, and I'm just a bit concerned about having it floated and supported on just 9 posts. The other option is to basically do a frame. I was going to do a wooden frame, but I might get some paving slabs and then just dig basically around here and put them in vertically. So once they're in vertically, I can use that as a guide, and then get some hardcore, some whatever, and fill it up and have that as the base for that. So there's a few different options you're probably going to see in this video because this is just the first day. What I'm going to do is I'll show you obviously what I've been doing to get it all down. Me and my daughters have been doing it. This is basically what we're working with, so what I'm going to do is explain to you roughly what we're going to be doing with it, because you have to excuse the it's a nice day so people are doing the gardens. A lot of this is going to be salvaged, because what I'm going to do is, like the floorboards, I'll take the old base, I've taken everything apart, I'm going to reuse them to make the new base. And obviously once that's done, all this OSB which you see here, this 18mm OSB, that is going to go on the base to basically make the floor. That's going to make it solid. This is one of the original base things. Obviously you can see it's quite long. And then you've got the existing floorboard there and the existing shed walls there. Now what I'm going to do with these is, because the shed's going to be 12 by 10, I'm actually going to use the existing shed walls on the sides of the new shed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up on top of them as well. So the problem we've got at the minute is they're only actually about this tall, so it would mean that I'd have to have a pitched roof, and that's the whole point of going for a new shed, was so I can get rid of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put those against here, obviously on the side, and then I'm going to build up from them. The maximum height that you can build in the UK without going for planning permissions is 2.5 metres. So as long as I stay under that, I should be all good. The old roof here is basically a big massive length of plywood. I'm going to take some of this off and use some of that. I'm also going to use some of the old floorboard as the back wall to basically go along the back there. And then underneath this, there is loads of pallets that I'm going to use to basically make the frame and do the rest on that. On the front there's going to be the PVC hatched window, and of course somewhere in there, let me see if we can find it, somewhere in here is the composite door tucked in behind there, look, and that is basically going to be on the front. There's going to be no windows on the side. Obviously I know this has got a window on it here, but I'm going to board that in. The rest is going to be all board, and then I've got the metal roof sheets to go on the top. The top is going to be a slightly pitched roof going to the back, and then around the side of the shed is going to be a space, which I don't know if you can see it here. There's going to be basically a paving slab space going all the way around, so I've got full access to all around the shed. Now that means that when it comes to roof maintenance or anything like that, I can do that. I've also got plenty of gutter in, which I'm going to use and have it coming down into a water butt, which in turn will feed the planters that I'm going to be building that will go along here. This is all going to get dug up, and there's going to be basically a long rectangle of grass. That is something that I'm going to do on the channel as well, so on some of the future vlogs you'll be able to see that too. And that's pretty much what it is. So far all of this has cost me absolutely nothing, and that's what I want to keep it at. Now a lot of people might just say, well, just go and buy a new one. I don't have the money to go and buy a new one. It's so well and good doing that, but everything's gone up and things are hard for everybody. So I wanted to try and do this on a budget. I'm doing really well on that budget at the minute because it's nothing, and show that you can actually do it. It's not going to look amazing to start with. Once it's all finished and clad and painted and all that lot, you won't even tell that it's been made from recycled wood. And that's pretty much that for this, so there we go. Now it certainly hasn't been easy at all, because I've had to do, as you can see, a lot of tip runs. Now this is quite a small one actually, because I've had this car basically full right to the top probably about 6 times from clearing this out, so it's actually been giving me a good chance to get everything cleared out. But as you can see, it's not all easy. When it comes to having a car like this, it's actually really quite handy, because obviously we've got 5 kids and 4 of them at home, and I've got my oldest with my grandson, so it's quite handy to have a car like this. But obviously I can take all the back seats out, so when it comes to taking things to the tip or getting things for the shed, it's actually worked out really well. I've managed to get everything in here, basically from the doors to the windows, the panels, all the lengths of wood, everything like that. Obviously some stuff hasn't fit, so I've had to cut them up, or I've had to get them delivered by other means, but it's been pretty good in general, so yeah, I'm happy with it. The advantage of living where we do as well also is that we're literally round the corner from the tip. So in just a short drive I can get from my house straight to the tip and then have it done. The only downside is that I can only do 1 trip in this car. Because it is technically classed as a van, it means that I can't do more than 1. Now if it was a car, I'd be able to do 3 trips. Now granted, obviously I can get more in this van, in this car, than a standard car, but still it would be nice to be able to do it 3 times. And that's it, we're here now. So as you can see, it's just a short drive round. You cut through the A180, which is one of the main motorways out of Grimsby, which is always a good thing, and then you're just here. So I'll see you in a moment. Yeah. Right, well, it's day 4 and I've not done anything since the day 1 that you saw recently. I picked up a few bricks from my dad's house, but tomorrow I'm going to be going to pick up some paving slabs and getting a bit more digging done, so you'll be able to see me doing that. Now, the reason I'm in a shirt and tie and suit is because I'm at a wedding at the moment, and that's why I haven't really done anything. Yeah. Well, it's day 7 and we've actually been doing a little bit since the wedding, and well, not so much that, but I've been digging out the mud, which I'll show you in a minute when I close off this video. But for now, I just want to explain what I've been doing mainly, and it's picking up stuff like this. I've got paving slabs, I've got loads of pieces of wood, got them all off Facebook, all free, so that's all good. And basically I'm going to use that for when I level off the ground. It's pretty much ready to go now, so I'll just need to get the base finished off, the ground finished off effectively, and then I can start laying the stuff down and then get going. It's been hard work, it's been a lot of stuff to do. It's good because I've been on a bit of a weight loss thing. I've lost quite a bit, I've still, yeah, but it's been great doing this because it's been great exercise, so it's been good. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this unloaded now, and then I'll speak to you in the garden and just show you what we're doing, and then we'll close it off. Keep telling myself it'll be worth it in the end. It'll be worth it in the end. These are the big council slabs that you see on the ramps where the pavement, where the crossings are. Got 2 of these, so luckily there's not too many, but my god, they're heavy. Paving slabs done, now to get the wood in. And that's all out of the car now, so that's all sorted. Basically what we're at now is this. As you can see, I've marked out with some blue paint what is effectively going to be the size of the new shed. Now this is what was underneath the existing shed. Here you can see it was sort of levelled out ish, and then this was just full of rocks and all sorts basically. I've still got to clear it out, but it's got to get all levelled, and then I can get some more tarpaulin because this one has seen better days. Get a more tarpaulin for that and basically start fresh. What I'm going to do is just basically level it off, get it all flat. I've got plenty of paving slabs and bricks and stuff like that you can see here. Picked these up for free. I'm going to be using them to basically level things off, get it all sorted, get some sand to put underneath it, and then I can have it level. And then once I've got it level, I can make a start on getting the base built. And then that's pretty much it for now. Once I've got the base built, it's going to be full steam ahead. I can get everything sorted. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff to reuse out of the old shed. A lot of wood to make a new base with. And then I've got the OSB, which, as I mentioned before, is going to be going on, which is going to be the floor of the new shed effectively. And then I can get going. And that's pretty much it for this week. I've hopefully liked the new style of videos, because it's something new for me with all these extra shots, extra things. There's a bit more preparation involved, but I'm actually quite happy with it. I'm quite keen to see how it looks once I've got it all edited and out. I'd like to hear what you think as well, so if in the comments, if you can, please leave a comment and just let us know what you think of a new format. I know obviously I'm not going to be perfect, because it's the first time I've really done it like this. I'm going to try and improve over time. I also want to try and get some nicer videos to put in between it. Stock footage of Grimsby, like drone footage and stuff like that. Some nice music in there, just to make it a bit of an easier watch. But that's basically what I've been doing this week, getting everything sorted. I'm back in the car again now, basically, to go and get a couple more bits. In the next video, you're going to see me levelling everything out. And once everything's levelled out and the paving slabs are in place and everything's sorted, I can get the base put into place, and then basically get going. All I have to do then is get the walls up and get everything like that. Then I can get the roof sorted out, and once the roof's on, I can get started on making everything else look right. If I can get all this done within the next 6 weeks, I'll be happy, because then that means that when the kids are off for the summer holidays, I'm not doing stuff while they're off, and also I can get started on other ideas for the garden. And that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, don't forget to click like, leave a comment down below what you think's going on and all this lot, and how you're liking the videos and all that lot. And while you're there, don't forget to click subscribe. The channel's growing slowly. It's a new channel. It's going to take a while, but the subscribers are what basically helps get it out there. Obviously, YouTube is effectively a business. Once a video gets more subscribers and more interest, the channel gets pushed out a little bit more. So it'd be a massive help if you could just click subscribe, and then next week's vlog you'll see me doing more stuff. And that's it for this one. So until next week, that's it from me. Goodbye.